What's up everybody, welcome to my latest toy haul 26, and this month I've seriously been blessed. I've got so much stuff from the Toy Guru, some stuff from my buddy Lee, and some stuff from Audio Corp. So much so that I have to make 2 videos to get it all in, but nonetheless, let's go check it out. So digging in the box, I pull out some of these old retro 90s WWF wrestling figures. This is what I have for series 1, and just another shout out. Look at this amazing shirt that my buddy Lee hooked me up with. Thanks bro, I still have to get you back for this, but damn, what a mean shirt. So let's just go and check these action figures out. So what we have here is the first figure on my list. This is series 1 from 1994 of the WWF Bendems. I really love the look on Razor Ramon's face, but his name is Scott Oliver Hall, was also known as Texas Scott, Coyote, and the Diamond Stud. Watching wrestling because it was one of my favorite things when I was young, and even I had some of these figures. So cool to get it, and big shout out to the Toy Guru who hooked me up with all these things. It's unbelievable. I've never seen these figures since I've started collecting, and it's been like 5 years now. Next up we have here Doink the Clown from the WWF Bendems 1994. I think my sister had this one. I think my mom bought us all action figure at Christmas time, just something extra on top of the stuff that we really got. And Doink the Clown, yeah, I remember him from the WWF arcade game, which is one of my favorite games, and just so glad to get this guy in my collection. His real name is Matt Bourne, and what else can I say? Let's get to the next figure. Next we have here is Diesel, also known as Kevin Nash, but at the same time he has so many different names, such as Master Blaster, Dr. X, but I know him as Diesel. He was a giant of a dude when I was young watching wrestling, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I really love the cartoon-like attributes that they put into these toys, even though it's a bendy. So crazy. And at the same time, these guys really lived it up. They've been in WWF, WWE, WCW. Fun to have and fun to play with. So last figure on this series, we have Bret the Hitman Hart, the execution of excellence. And I remember he had such a huge ego, saying that he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. But look, I must admit, this guy from the Hart Foundation was really good, and I really enjoyed his stuff and his work. If you look carefully, all of these figures have a signature at the back of them, the original signature of the wrestlers themselves. And look at that cartoon look on the face. I love it. So crazy. And this is what I want in my collection. Now that is done. Now I've got here series 2 of these wrestling figures that I want to go through, and at the same time the Toy Guru didn't just hook me up with these toys, he hooked me up with a lot of cool swag. Check out this shirt out. He knows I love snakes, so he said to me, hey buddy, I'm on the side, if you want anything let me know. And yeah, look at that, so freaking cool. Check them out. Starting off series 2, this is in 1995. We have here X-Pac, or this is what I know him as, but he has many names, as the 1-2-3 Kid, Sean Weltman, Kamikaze Kid, and Lightning Kid. I do remember this figure, but it was late in my wrestling days that I was basically interested in. After that I kind of went into other fields, but look at it. X-Pac or 6-Pac, whatever you choose. Next series 2 figure I have here is the British Bulldog, Davy Boy Smith. And I mean, I remember this guy from way back. I mean, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior days, and yeah, that God Save the Queen anthem when he walked into the ring. And when he opened his mouth with the British accent, it was just classic. Just classic, and I have a soft spot for this character. Remember, he had all those braids in his hair, which was piss cool. Oh, bring me back to those days. Oh, the British Bulldog. And yes, we have another 95 figure. This is Mabel, and look at that face. It is so insane if I just turn it around. Well, the only thing that puts me off is the hair. The hair was supposed to be a blonde mohawk. That's how I remember him. But yes, his name is Nelson Fraser Jr., but he was also known as many other names such as Viscera, Big Daddy V. She looked a lot like him. But this is like one of the ultimate villains for me when I was young in the wrestling age. Oh, Mabel, I dig this character so much. I think the action figure's feet are too small for him, but doesn't matter. So cool to have this in my collection. I never would have imagined that. And what we have here is the ultimate figure. Undertaker, my favorite. I saw him live when he came to South Africa in the 90s. Took my sister to go see him. And with that, I saw The Rock. And at that time, it was called Rocky Maivia. Triple H, which was called Hunterhurst Helmsley. They had such a different persona before he became a metalhead. And this is my favorite era of The Undertaker. Can you believe it? That with Paul Bear, that guy that held his urn. And I have a whole series to still go through, series 3. So yes, very, very happy to have another Undertaker. This is the second wrestling Undertaker figure I have, but this is seriously retro. And now that is over. Now I'm going on to the final stage of these wrestling figures that I have. And this is series 3. And like I said, look what he hooked me up with. I'm a big fan of retro videos as well, not just toys and games. So yeah, if I got this one, I had to get them all. So the first figure on series 3 I have to display is this HBK Shawn Michaels, but his real name is Michael Shawn Hicklebottom. Can you believe it? And I will never forget this guy because of my sister. She had a huge crush on the dude, and she got this actual figure for Christmas with all her other toys. I must say, this was just like a bonus thing. My mother was kind of funny, but doesn't matter. I have the figure now that she used to have, and brings back a lot of memories. With his chinny chin music where he kicks the guy in the mouth. That's his special move. So the second wave 3 figure that I have here that comes from 1996 is Ahmed Johnson. And yes, I saw this dude live, even though when he talks on the mic you don't understand what the hell he's talking about because he mumbles his words. But yeah, was a good wrestler and was huge in my day. And privileged to say, yes, I saw him live. So next up we have here is Goldust, Wave 3, 96. And yes, I saw this guy live. And this guy, he is Dusty Rhodes. He was also known as The Normal. What name is that? And Black Rain. Huge influence in the 90s. So cool to have this character in my collection because I never ever thought I'd have a Goldust to display one day. So what we have here is one of the greatest villains in my day when I was young. This is Yokozuna, also known as the Great Kahuna, the Wild Samoan, or also known as Rodney Agatapu Anowai. He's actually Samoan. All this time I thought he was Hawaiian, but that's not true. And so happy to have this character because when I was young, he was like seriously dangerous. Don't get near that bonsai drop, because once it lands, it's game over. So happy to get this collection, and it's the last wrestling figure that I have. So last but not least, these were just thrown in by the toy guru. These are most probably some figures that he found while on his ventures, because he's always got his fingers into something. That's what I love about the dude. But nonetheless, these are Batman vintage 90s figures. I did a whole video of them quite a while ago, and yeah, I think he saw them and like recognized them and sent them my way. I don't have any accessories for them, but that's what we are going to be talking about a little bit later. And if I had to get a Miyagi-Do, obviously I had to get an Eagle Fang Karate t-shirt too. So these Batman that were sent to me, because I have a lot of them that I found in some of the previous episodes that I did. This is a 94 Batman called the Ground Assault Batman without any accessories. Even the card is missing. They all come with a certain bio card that you could trade with at that time, but glad to have it. I mean, the more the merrier. I've got a whole division of Batman, which is strange. Thanks for the freebie from the toy guru, and there's another one coming up, so stay tuned. Next up, I have here a 1995 vintage Batman, which comes from the Batman and Robin Adventures. And yeah, I have a few of these, but unfortunately, most of the time when you find retro figures, they do not have the accessories, and there's so much missing, such as the hovercraft that's in the shape of a bat and the gladiator stick. One day when I'm able to put a display, you will see how many Batman I have. And I didn't even plan for this, which is cool. So there we go, my friendly friends, finally come to the end of the first episode of the Toy Dungeon SA. And yeah, things that I've never seen in my life before, never had before. And as you can see, I'm wearing another Cobra Kai t-shirt, and you know what, awesome episode, very fun to make, and yeah, I needed that. So if you like what I do, stay tuned for my latest video. Toy Hall 26 Part 2 games. All the games that I've got in audiobook as usual.